Joining us this morning is a couple who has been married for 69 years. We'd like to welcome Albert Pierce and his wife, Dolores. Congratulations, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
We're glad to be here.
Well, we are so glad you're here with us. Okay, bring us down memory lane. Bring us on a stroll back into the past. When did you first meet?
We met in 1955, probably in March of 55. We met it through a buddy of mine was dating her sister. And I was with another girl on a double date with him. And when we came back, she said, her sister said to me, "You ought to see my sister and maybe date her." The following week I did. And a month later we got married.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so talk to us. Where did this love blossom? Was it South Jersey you said?
South Jersey.
Where was it, down on the boardwalk in Wildwood?
No,
we were there.
No, we went there.
Yeah.
We went there quite often.
Yeah.
Quite often. Until we got married, we went down there quite a bit.
I know during commercial, Albert, you were telling me that, was it love at first sight?
Oh, yes.
Love at first sight.
Yes.
And you said from the moment you knew you wanted to marry her, but in Jersey, you couldn't marry right away. So what did you do?
We decided, I looked up some friends and had asked questions that I know had went other places to get married. And they said, you know, you can get married the same day, just like they do in Las Vegas, in Maryland. And Maryland, where that location was that we went to, was only about 40 miles away.
Yeah.
So it was pretty close. So we just jumped. At the time, I had a 53 British MG sports car.
You got it right on 95 and went south, right?
I went south and went right there and got married. And that picture is the picture that my mom snapped in front of her house the minute we came back.
Wow.
From being married, and we just married through justice of the peace.
What a beautiful couple, and what a beautiful story. Dolores, did you think he was crazy when he came to you with this idea?
No.
No.
I'm normal.
Yeah, normal. You were ready. You were ready. Talk to us. What's the secret? 69 years. When do you hit 70?
April the 9th of next year.
Oh, so you just, wait, what is today? Today's the 11th.
Today's 11th, yeah.
So happy anniversary. This is 2 days into year 69.
Yeah. We went to Brennan's for dinner on that day and took our one daughter and granddaughter with us. And it was just fantastic. They loved it there.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about your family. You have a very big family, a very special family. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, we have two children. We had 3 natural children, and in '81 we became foster parents. And my wife took complete control of it, and over the period of
I enjoyed it.
25 years, we had 56 children.
Wow.
And we adopted 2. We adopted a boy, and we adopted a girl.
That's really incredible.
And the boy, he had some problems and all, but we've been working with him, and he's working out. And the girl was married and divorced, and she has a child that currently are living with us because she's in between jobs, and they're staying with us for a little time.
So the love story started in South Jersey, and it brought you here to Houston. Talk to us about when you moved here, what year that was, and why you uprooted your lives in South Jersey and came here to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, we moved here in 1977, and it was through my job. I drove a tractor and trailer for DuPont.
Oh, yes, of course, DuPont.
And a job opening came here to be my own boss. And I said, oh, absolutely, I'll take that. And so we came here in '77 with that job. And I drove over the road and delivered to hospitals. And then when we got into the foster children, she took total care.
Wow.
And we were licensed for 6 at a time, and we always had the 6
Wow, it was a full
at
house.
one time.
Yeah.
And that was quite an ordeal. She
Yeah.
was constantly running for visits with parents.
Yeah.
And visits to CPS for paperwork and stuff and all.
to doctors and
Yeah, and the doctors.
getting things done with the kids.
And then, of course, the kids are in activities, right? They have their own lives, things
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
And some came in wheelchairs,
Yeah.
and we had to figure out. And Children's Hospital, they would so they could walk on
Yeah.
their own, you know. And they had what do you call it?
Braces?
Yes.
Braces.
And this little boy, he started running and all.
Yeah, he came to us. He was scooting on the floor. He couldn't walk.
Wow.
And within a month, with her treatment and talking with him and handling him, she had him running in a month's time.
Isn't that incredible? That's really special. Yeah.
And there was another girl that we had, a little girl. She was about 3 or 4, and they came to us. She hadn't eaten. She wouldn't eat, and they couldn't do anything with her. And they came and came to the house, and the worker said, you know, it's such a problem. She's not eating. We're going to have to put a feeding tube down her and feed her by hand. And my wife said, no, you're not.
No.
I'll get this kid to eat. and in about a week, she was eating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So talk to us. I'm going to ask you both this individually, but I'm really interested. So what has been the secret to love after all of these decades?
I guess you had to care for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people.
That you're with.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that you're taking care of or live with or.
Yeah.
Put up with?
Yeah, you put up with it. And there's 2 answers.
Yes.
One answer is the most logical answer is that we loved each other so much that everything just worked. You know, very seldom ever an argument between us. And the other, the other more logical answer
Yeah.
that I think to me is the answer. My job, I had to go to work at 2:30 in the morning. My job was in Dallas.
Oh,
So
wow.
I had to drive to Dallas in my car, drive to Dallas and go to work at 7:30. And that was on a Sunday morning. I stayed on the road until Friday about 9 o'clock at night.
Wow. So you were not home at all during that span?
I wasn't home
Yeah.
the whole time. The
That's
whole
busy.
time. And it had its good points too. We through my staying at Holiday Inns with a credit card that I had, at one point they gave me a trip
wow.
anywhere in the world.
Wow.
for
Because you had
both of
so
us.
many nights.
Yeah, so
went
many
to
nights.
Hawaii.
We went to Hawaii.
That's
went to Hawaii.
amazing.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
really-
still had other ones. I gave one to my son, who lived in California at the time,
My
and he
goodness.
went to San Francisco with it. I gave another one to a buddy that from New Jersey went to Puerto Rico. I had 3 or 4 of them, you know, filled up with the points.
That's really incredible. Okay, before we let you go, I have one more question for you. As we mentioned, you've been married 69 years. This picture was taken moments after you returned home, right, from
Right.
Maryland?
Right, the minute we came home.
After tying the knot. So because you never had a wedding ceremony, a traditional wedding ceremony, I hear that you plan to change that come next year, next April.
Yes,
For the year, for 70 years,
Yes.
you're going to have a ceremony.
yes.
It might-
You kept that from me.
Dolores is asking, you're doing what now?
We have a son who is licensed to give weddings. Very religious son, who lives in Moscow, Idaho.
Oh, wow.
And he wants us to come here, or he can come here, whichever, and he will perform a formal wedding for us when we're on our 70th anniversary.
Well, that's going to be quite the day. You need to let us know when it's going to officially happen because we want to be there.
Okay.
No, she just found out. Dolores is. Yeah, she said you kept this from me. This is a surprise. So.
I've been talking to my son.
Well, we are so excited for you. A big congratulations to you on year 69. We can't wait to celebrate with you next year
Okay.
on year 70.
That'll work.
Congratulations, Dolores. Thank you so much for coming
Hey,
in.
give me a kiss.
Aw, isn't that the sweetest? Oh, Albert, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.